were talking about business and social impact. And I know a lot of you are aware that we always talk about love and respect and spreading love and respect, or spread love and respect. Now, through our business, we really believe that businesses can change the world, can transform the world. It is through business and through the economy and through collaboration, hiring people, creating solutions to problems through the business. That is how you can create change sustainably and create something positive around the world. So that is why it is so important for you to understand, how do you do this? So many times you say, I want to help people. If only these things happen. Why is this thing happening? If only this thing is available, then this problem wouldn't be there. And that can be resolved. That can only be done through a business. And through a business, you can create a solution to the problem and be able to make it sustainable, so that that problem is resolved and that problem will go away, you know.
A lot of people that we've met over the years, they have said, I really want to do a lot of good things, social, if I want to help people, but I don't have the funds, you know. So like for us, we have tried the other way of collecting funds, raising funds or collecting funds for doing our donation work, which is still okay, but it's not very long term. For long term, it's not very sustainable. So what we find that the moment we started doing our business, and from our business we create social impact, is much more sustainable, and there is much more room for improvement. People like investors, even social impact investors, they will be much more willing to invest in businesses and invest in other non-profit organizations, and they can invest more money than what the normal local people will do.
Yes, and it's not like we totally do not donate. We do believe in donations, especially for those that are required, like in emergency cases, you know, people who have no food in the kitchen and all that. I think that is, all of us should come in and pitch in and support when we want to create change, because we don't want people to have no food in the kitchen, for example, or they are constantly in a struggle. We want to solve that problem so that this thing will not happen again, so that they will always have a stream of food in their kitchens. They'll have education access, and they'll be able to grow their livelihood, just like, you know, people who in business, you know, and growing their own businesses. So what we discovered is that by creating businesses or working with businesses to create a social impact, we help them grow their business, and by growing their business, they're actually doing good through their business. They can already solve the problems. And a good guideline is the UN SDG goals. Those are very good guidelines, as in
you want to start, right?
You want to start. For example, there are you know, things that if animals are your passion, you want to protect animals, you want to do good for animals, you want to rescue animals, you can create a business that actually does this to solve this problem. You are very concerned about climate change or the environment issues, then through your business, your advocacy can also come in, and while your business grows, you'll be able to also contribute to this cause as well. Some people are into the wellness, health, and this is so important: mental health, physical health, conscious food production, for example, conscious and responsible manufacturing. All of these things are actually good businesses that, when it grows, it also solves the problem of environment issues, poverty issues, and also inequalities. And if you look at inequalities or gender inequalities or income inequalities, these are important things that people are starting to raise awareness on. Like they want, you know, marginalized groups to be hired. They want women to be empowered. So a lot of things that you can start creating from all of these ideas, you know, or all of these areas of interest for you, and that can be incorporated in your business. So what we do is we coach, and for the last year we have been coaching at least about 15 people or so, and we've seen how these businesses, what works, what doesn't work, and we've seen those people who are really successful, got grants, got funds, or they've got investors, or they have through their own market, you know, by by buying and selling in business, they can contribute to building schools around in other countries, especially in poverty-stricken areas. So that it's so meaningful when businesses are doing things like this instead of just grow business or make money and have a great life. I mean, we are all that. We are not those. We are not like those people who say, oh, you have to give and you have to struggle. Life is hard and you have to sacrifice in order to do good. We are people who believe that you can actually thrive. You can actually have fun. You can celebrate. You have joy in your work, and you don't have to work harder just so that you can create a bigger impact or create more money.
Even to grow your business, you don't need to be sacrificing. You don't have to actually work harder. There's a lot of other ways to do it, but it's a process of learning that we have learned over the 1-2 years, especially when COVID happened, right? The lockdown, there was a lot of lessons, and it's actually, when I think about it, right, it's a lot of blessing in disguise because of that thing that happened, right, we actually shifted our mindset, got out of comfort zone to do something different, you know, and then once we do something different, like before this, we were doing mostly classes on offline events, you know, and then when COVID happened, we lost our business, we couldn't do it offline anymore. So we had to take it online, you know, so that's why we had to learn a new skill set to do online. And now after 1 year, we find that doing online is like much more easier and much more convenient because we are doing from our house. People who join us, they don't have to run anywhere, they don't have to be caught in traffic jam, and we get clients not just from, before this was from Malaysia, Singapore, maybe Brunei, Sabah, Sarawak, and Indonesia, but now we have clients from all over the world, from Trinidad and Tobago, from Costa Rica, from Japan, from the US, you know. So doing business, if you know the right, doing business, especially using the online space, right, is very enjoyable and it's much more convenient. But the thing is, you need to go to the process to learn. And that's what we do. We mentor the entrepreneurs in our community to go to these 5 pillars in order for them to grow their business. So the first pillar, most important to me, is the mindset, because the mindset is the one that makes you think, will people pay or not? Or I'm afraid of charging, or I don't think I have enough funds, I don't think I'm good enough, I don't think all of these things that block you or keeping you in a plateau in your income. That is the one that I work with first of all. The mindset around money, confidence, resilience. We'll work on that. And then the other thing that we are also working on with the business owners is your conscious communication. Your conscious communication. How do you relay your message to others? How do you talk to yourself internally in your mind that it will come out to your clients, to your investors, to the people you are pitching to? Okay, so conscious communication is one of the areas that we coach you on. The other ones that we also coach you on is on networking, business networking skills. How to meet the right people, what's the right thing to say, when you are in a business setting. And then also the 4th pillar is on marketing. It's very important. A lot of businesses, we notice, including ourselves, like why we cannot grow, because we do not do the proper marketing. And marketing doesn't have to be, a lot of us are very, we use the traditional way of marketing, which is very hard selling, which is very numbers driven and all this, which is good to see numbers, but the way that you do it, it can be much better. Following, like we talk about energy, it's about feminine leadership and all that, right? When you use the right energy, you get your ideal clients without having to hard sell, without having to struggle. And I think that's a much more enjoyable way to do business. I find it better than just trying to get the numbers and get so stressed out when you don't reach your target and your goals.
Exactly. And the other thing about business is it can be meaningful. Sometimes people separate that and they say, okay, my spirituality is separate, business is something, it doesn't have to be that way. Your business is part of your whole life, your whole lifestyle, and how you fund your lifestyle as well. So make it meaningful by having a social impact. So it is good to be wealthy and profitable because
intention is correct.
Because you are also helping others, you are helping the planet, you are helping the people, and it's all about incorporating that good and do good element into your whole business model. So that's what we work with you, and you see where is the best way for you to have this social impact into your business model, and that requires consistent connection with us, coaching, and we meet regularly, minimum once in 2 weeks. Okay, but we, even with our private clients, it's 30 minutes sharp
every week.
every week, so that we have worked very closely on your growth. And I've seen the transformation for those of them who actually apply and actually practice and do what that week requires. I see so many positive changes, and they're actually moving. They're no longer stuck. They start to get new clients. They start to get new leads, and that they also come out of their comfort zone. Say, for example, they're afraid to talk. Now they're like regular speakers on Zoom and Clubhouse, and they're not afraid to try something new in new direction. And let's have fun with the whole process. Let's have fun during growing your business and also helping people at the same time.
Some of you may be asking, like, if I want to know more about your programs, how do I get started? So what we usually do is we offer a business assessment, 30 minutes. So your first call will be free, right? It's actually worth about $100 over US, but what we do is we give it for free to be able for us to get to know you better, your business, and then we will share with you some very powerful strategies that we've learned for you to move forward. Then you try to apply it and see if you get results. And then if you feel that you're happy with us, then you can continue for a longer term. Like for us, we believe in long term, at least 1 year, because that's where you can see the results. If it's like 1-2 days, you don't really see the results. But once we have people who are in our mentorship that has committed 1 year with us, and started a bit later, but most of them at 1 year you can see the difference. You can see the results from being about to be bankrupt, now having a business with 5-figure business. Some people who are struggling in the business, they couldn't get any sales, but now they are doing their business very well. They started paying themselves in their business. They started getting grants for doing social impact. So there's a lot of amazing things that if you go through the process, you will achieve, because it's like for us, not from the books. We have done it from the ground up. We have gone through 70 years of business, our struggles. We have seen entrepreneurs struggle. We have seen people struggle, and we know that our knowledge can benefit a lot of people. You don't have to go to that process.
You don't have to struggle. And business, we know that we stop it. It's not about struggling anymore, because when the energy is of struggle, it is not going to make it pleasurable for you or your clients, right? So the business is very joyful. The intention is actually very meaningful. So we believe also that you don't have to be wealthy already to grow your business. You can create something. And that's why we have a tagline saying, from small things, big things grow. Because we started from the ground up. You don't have to like, oh, wait for money to come in, then I will do my business. You can create that money along the way and grow your business and reinvest for yourself and for the business, and also do good elements through your business.
And you won't believe it, right? When you have intention to do social impact and you embed it in your business model and in your business, you'll be able to see, right? Like for us, right, we did the most social impact during COVID when we had the most challenge. From 1 or 2 projects a month, we were able to do more than 4 or 5 projects in the COVID period when we were struggling the most. We were trying to bring our business online. We didn't really have the turnover income, but we could do more social impact. And then it's because of when you had the right intention, you had the right energy, the passion, all the resources that you need will come. But it takes a process to learn it and to believe it, then you will get it. But if you do not learn, then that's where a lot of people get stuck in their life.
All right, so we'll see you when you made a call with us. So you've got to click on the link that maybe Zil can put in the link for you to book a business assessment call for 30 minutes. And I'll be very happy to slot in a time to talk to you and see how we can support you to grow your business.
Another thing that we're offering this month, this is our Conscious Communication Month. We're offering a 7-step guide on how to turn your knowledge into income. That's the 7-step guide that you can use immediately and apply and see results. At the same time, for those of you who book a call with us and then you go to the process and we feel that, oh, you're very good, you have a lot of potential, we'll give you a 1 month free access in our Live a Legacy Conscious Business Community for you to let you have a feel of how we do our business. So you know exactly like how we do our business and you are satisfied with what we do with no obligations. Then you can decide if you want to move forward or not.
All right. So with that, thank you everyone. Have a great day.
Have a blessed day. Bye.
Bye.